We live.
Sundays and Wednesdays, yeah. 8 o'clock on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. It's the crew and you. Let's go.
You can't get any better.
Best thing about it, the way he did it the right way.
With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
Do y'all have anything to say about
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. Congratulations to my dog, Chuck Little John, the OG.
Y'all didn't know I've been changing hats all night, have you?
No.
You've been doing that. And so look, let me tell you, those dudes were the first one that I ever seen with the full tracksuit and no drawers. You know what I'm saying?
Understand that you can be at the bottom, you can be anything you want to be, and when that happens, you can be a champion like me.
Can you imagine 100 people just all yelling?
With the crew and you, to the crew and you. With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. I'm your boy G. To my right-hand side, we got Commander's number one fan, the OG himself, Chuck Little John. What's up, Brody?
What's happening, man? How you feeling? How you feeling on this wonderful hump day?
Yes, indeed, man. I'm feeling great. I'm warm because I'm in the house. It was freezing out here. So y'all, we will be without our other co-host today, man. He's dealing with some stuff, taking care of some business. And we're gonna hold the fort down for our guy, man, Corey Davis, and Kanisha Davis, and Bobby Bryant as well, man. Our condolences go out to that family, man, to the whole entire Bryant and Davis family over there. They are on. Hey guys, from me and Corey. Hey, so we appreciate everybody out there on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Appreciate you all rocking with us. Remember when you come to the channel, man, bring a friend, tell a friend, and when you come, don't come by yourself. All right, what's up, Pop? My dad is on Rodney Little John and James Little John. So, OG, how you feeling today, baby? I know it's a beautiful hump day.
Yeah, beautiful hump day, man. Been working real hard. They're glad to get to this hump day. Everything's going pretty good. How about with you?
Oh man, everything's going well. I'm just about finished up. You know, my holiday shopping. I probably got a little, nicks and knacks to go try to jump into this weekend. I'm gonna hate to get out there and all that shopping traffic, but
I can imagine being in Georgia. I was in Greenville today, and it's probably 10 times worse in Georgia than it is in Greenville. It's no fun.
Yeah, man, it's not gonna be no fun on the weekend, man. So, but I gotta do it. Yes, I mean, baby girl got a couple more. She gotta pick up. So, what's up, baby girl? My other baby girl, Kennedy, is on as well. The best baker, one of the best daughters ever, man. So, thank you for being on, boo boo. All right, man. Before we jump into our first segment, let's go ahead and give our wonderful sponsor. Y'all know who he is. Mr. Alvin Jameson, a big shout out. And then we'll jump in to some sports talk, barbershop talk, that is. Are you in the market for a new home or looking to refinance your conventional, FHA, or VA loan? The crew and you have the perfect guy for you, the mortgage guy, Alvin Jameson. That's right, Alvin Jameson at alvinjameson.com. You can also reach him as we do at 404-587-9033. Financing a home can be one of the biggest investments you can make. Go with the crew and you trust, Alvin Jameson. And when you reach out to him, let him know you heard it from the crew and you. Thank you once again, Mr. Alvin Jameson, for being a wonderful sponsor of this very first segment of ours, man. Hey, OG, let's go ahead and talk about National Signing Day in college football. I was a little worried about my Florida State Seminoles being after what happened to them in the college playoffs. but I thought they did decent enough, man. Give me your thoughts, and I guess I will go over the top 10, or not go over the top 10, but we'll talk about everybody that was in the top 10 as far as the signees, and then we'll probably break down a couple of the teams.
Yeah, and I guess, of course, we know Georgia came in number 1. I know you say you go over it, but I guess the thing about signing day is I don't know if it has. It still has as much influence as it had in the past, but the portal takes a lot of precedence too, because now with a lot of teams focusing on the portal, then there's some high school kids that would probably normally be able to attend a D1 school in some cases may not get that opportunity because of the portal.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I say, I think some type of way they got to come in with some type of regulations on this portal. I heard one coach, I can't remember who it was, said that in some cases it's not always best to go after them top athletes because they get disgruntled, they go transfer.
Yeah,
after a year. So you never know. So and like I say, for them to go there and transfer they'd be this at school for a year, then transfer. Yeah, it makes enough room for another player to come in, but you have vested so much into that player to get them to come to the school,
right?
And now they're there for a year, sometimes not even there for a year, and then they enter the portal. So yeah, I don't know, man. I guess we touched on it a bit last week as far as NIL in the portal, but yeah, it's just getting, I guess, for me, lack of better words, out of control. And just to mention one thing, I guess. We talked about Dion a little bit being in the portal, and Corey mentioned something about them raving him by being in the portal.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess him going to the portal because their recruiting class right now is ranked 98th. Because the recruiting rankings is all based on the high school kids, not what you do with the portal.
Yeah.
It's the high school kids coming in because I think right now he only has 6 recruits this time.
Oh, wow.
So that's not to say he won't have a good team because he is focusing on the portal, but one other quick thing too is, Lane Kiffin has put his name right there as king of the portal. But when we talked with Corey the other day, all the focus was on Dion.
Dion, right?
But Lane Kiffin is taking he said, "I'm king of the portal." I mean, he's taking that claim.
Right. Ain't bashful about saying it either.
No, you want to call me? You want to talk about me? So be it. But I guess they just trying to improve their program, so they're doing what they can to do it.
Yeah, and that's the best way, honestly, to do it. Because like you said, these players, they go in these programs and they get in a college program, work out with them, all this and that. So the next year, they've been in college, they've worked at a college program. It's like bringing in a veteran player to your squad for nothing.
Yeah.
So you better your team easier and faster when you get somebody from the portal. You get somebody from from high school. Now they have to learn. They have to learn how college works. They still have a high school body, so it's going to take them a little longer to adjust to the college thing. So a lot of these coaches, like you said, they're going to the portal more so than the signing day. But these schools right now, they say are the top 5 schools far as signing day thus far, and it starts with UGA. UGA has flipped a 5-star DB named KJ Bolden. They flipped him from Florida State, so he was supposed to sign to Florida State, man. And I don't know if what happened in the college playoff could have, kind of swayed him to go another way, knowing that is an SEC team, and they will get a seems like a better opportunity to make it into the playoffs. But they flipped him, KJ Bolden, and then on top of that, they received another 3 5-star athletes. They have 4. They have 20 4-star athletes and 4 3-star athletes. So they ended up number one for rankings. My dad says the quarterback that committed to Georgia and decided to go to Kentucky may not be as great as they think. Maybe with Beck staying around, could have made him change his mind. Yeah. You don't want to come in and be relegated to the bench or have to. Kids don't want to work. They don't want to fight for a position. They want to be kind of handed that position, man. So, they don't want to come in there and work and try to beat somebody out, man. So they're gonna go the path of least resistance, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about Georgia, man?
They just keep unloading and reloading. And and even though they didn't make it to the college football playoffs, they still unloading and reloading. Like you just said, you got athletes flipping and going to Georgia. And I guess another thing too, though, is nowadays, in the olden days when these high school kids used to do their signing day antics, some of them used to be trying to shine on the teams that they didn't select to go to. But see, now they have to be careful about that because if you want to go into the portal, then some of the teams that may be looking at you when you go into the portal will be the ones that originally recruited you. So if you dismiss them some kind of way during your national signing day, okay, like I've seen some people put on hats and throw the hats to the side, throw the hats down, whatever the case may be. If you dismiss them, if you decide you want to leave going to the portal, then them teams may not look at you anymore like they did in the past. So that's another thing you have to be careful about when you're going through these signing days now. Yeah. You don't want to burn bridges just in case you have to go into that portal.
Yeah. Don't let social media get you out there, like you said, burning them bridges up. Yeah, You're absolutely right.
Yep.
Pop says I may worry a little bit because they are losing some good players. Are you referring to FSU, Pop?
Is it FSU or Georgia?
Or Georgia? About? Yeah. Which one? FSU or Georgia? You talking about, Pop? Our second coming up at second, man, is Alabama. Alabama once again, they do the same thing that Georgia does. They reload the following year, man, and I don't know if it's that coaching tree of Nick Saban's that seemed to do a great job of doing it, but they come up with 3 5-stars, 17 4-stars, and 5 3-star athletes, man, going to Alabama. So once again, you're bringing in some more 5-star who's probably going to be on the bench, just waiting their turn.
Yeah.
There's and then 17 4-stars. Man, that's talent. That's talent, man. They are definitely getting the man. So Pop says Georgia. So he said he's worried about Georgia because they're losing players. Yeah, they are losing players to the draft and as well to other schools as well. They have some transfers too. But this is just signing day. Who knows what they're getting in the portal?
Yeah. And then too, like you said, but then too is it's early signing day. So there's gonna be another signing day in February.
Right. This is just the first one, right?
I think the majority of them, this is just the first. I think a lot of these, young men coming out of high school, I think a lot of them sign on this original signing day. Because like you said about Georgia and Alabama, Georgia got 28 commits and Alabama got 25. So I don't know how many more they can get on national signing day. I don't know how much more room they have, but they're getting quite a bit on this first signing day, this December signing day. They just recently started, but about 2-3 years ago. Because it used to be everybody didn't sign until February. So I'm not really sure what made them start the December signing day, but I guess they did because some kids would reclassify and go to school early or something. So wanted to give them an opportunity to go through that process, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Ohio State comes in at number 3 with 5 5-stars, 12 4-stars, and 3 3-stars. Florida State, and I don't know how they came in at number 4, but
I guess it's different kind of rankings. I'm looking at this 247 Sports, and they have Miami 3rd and Ohio State 4th, and they have Florida State down at number 9.
Number 9. Okay, let me see where I got mine from. Let me see.
As Florida State, I guess does yours show Florida State having any 5 stars?
No, no
Yeah,
5
yeah,
stars.
yeah. So everybody above them except for Oregon had 5 stars. Oregon didn't have any 5 stars, but they had 24 stars. And you know that, and that's the other thing too about these star rankings. That's all questionable and too. You know, I don't know what the qualifications are to get these different rankings, but of course, the higher your ranking, then the more recruiting you're gonna, more looks you go get from these D1 schools. So
yeah, and you get the stars by, you know, of course, what you do on the field, these camps that you go to these 7-on-7 camps, and you get your start. The people come out to those camps, and they just looking at, oh yeah, he's a good player. Well, you rank him out. I give him about 4 stars. Like, so that if you don't go to the camps, you might not be ranked. You know, I mean, you might, there's a good chance you won't get ranked, or you won't get ranked high. So, you know, like you said, the rankings, they say something, but they don't mean a whole lot. You got a lot of kids out there that were 0 ranked, you know, 0 stars, and ended up being superstars.
Yeah.
So Kanisha says, is it a coincidence that the National Signing Day is a week after the transfer portal opens?
That's
a good question.
Something to think about.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. I don't know if it's a coincidence. I think you kind of have to do it that way. For these, like you said, these schools, to lock these players in before it gets too crazy. You know, with that transfer portal. If you do it too far, too late, you're not going to get anybody. You know, I think you have to do it right around that transfer portal time, because as a college student coming out of high school, you're gonna miss out on a lot if they wait. How long does that transfer portal thing last? Is it just it starts and then it ends, and when college starts back up? Is that how does that work?
I think so. I've seen some people sign with the school at the last minute, so I'm not sure if it even has a closing date on the portal. That's a good question.
These are Corey's comments. Well, we appreciate them comments, Corey. Those are great questions, man. I'm sure you would ask that same thing on here now. So yeah, great question. Like I said, I don't know if it's a coincidence or just something that just has to happen. You know, with like Kanisha said, that's the portal problem. Kids don't want to sit on the bench. I think if you don't gonna have this signing day soon, you're gonna miss out on some players. So I think you have to go ahead and get them in there as soon as possible. As soon as possible. You don't want to give these kids too much to think about.
Now, this says that the portal begins on December the 4th and ending on January 2nd. I think that is the time frame you have to enter the portal. But I don't know if it's I don't think it's a certain time frame for you to sign though.
To sign somewhere else.
Yes, you have to enter the portal within that time frame.
Okay.
But I don't think you have to sign it within a certain time frame, because it's just like National Signing Day. You know, some people sign in December and some people wait until February to sign. So
right.
But I think that's according to this, that's the window that you have to enter the portal. December the 4th through January the 2nd.
Okay. All right. So, and I'm looking at these rankings too, OG, and this does say Florida State is number 9.
Okay.
But in the top of the reading on this is on CBS. It says Georgia Bulldogs emerged as the number 1 ranked class after the Bulldogs flipped 5-star defensive back KJ Bolden from Florida State. And then it goes on to say Georgia has secured the top rating recruiting class. Alabama, Ohio State, Florida State, and Texas came into the day rounding out the top 5. So I guess that was coming into the day. But I guess after it's all said and done, they fell out to number 9.
Right.
And okay.
And that could change, like I said, come February.
Right.
That's just where it is right now. But I guess the overall class would be mentioned and talked about after the February signing.
Right.
Which would be for the upcoming season.
Okay. So going back to it, Ohio State. So who is 3? So I don't even see it.
In my list, it has Miami as 3.
Miami is 3. Okay. I see Miami. Right. Yeah. I don't know how they skipped the order. All right. So Miami at 3 with 2 5 stars, 11 4 stars, and 14 3 stars.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, Oregon at 5, they have 0 5 stars, but 20 4 stars and 5 3 stars.
Yeah.
And then Texas at 6. They have 5 4 stars, 14. Four 5 stars, 14 4 stars, and 3 3 stars. And then Auburn comes in at 7 with 2 5 stars, 13 4 stars, 5 3 stars. At 8, Oklahoma, 1 5 star, 18 4 stars, and 9 3 stars. That sounds like a pretty good one right there. Then Florida State at 9 with 0 5 stars, 15 4 stars, 7 3 stars. That's they just doing my boys wrong, man. I tell you. You got Oregon at 5 with 0 5 stars, but 20. So they got 3 more 4 stars than we got. But we have 9 more 3 stars than they got. And then, 11 more 3 stars than they got. Am I looking at that right? No, I'm sorry. I'm way off. We got 2 more 3 stars than they got. And then we're 5 underneath them on 4 stars. They're just doing us wrong, man. We dropped way down there, dog.
Hey, and speaking of Florida State, I saw something where I guess they're kind of disgruntled with the ACC. But I saw where the ACC has their media contract until 2036.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
2036?
2036. That fact across the bottom screen, I guess Florida State kind of disgruntled, I guess, because the ACC, I guess, is maybe the reason they may have not gone because the ACC being it's a little bit weaker this year. So I guess they were contemplating maybe trying to look at moving, but yes, they have a media deal with ACC until 2036.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, so they to 2036. I just step out some kind of way.
Yeah, they some. I don't know that media might be. They might be out of luck. They might be out of luck. Corey says it's just like the draft and free agency, I guess. Yeah. I think so. I think you're right on point with that, big dog. And Kanisha says Oregon should definitely be lower. There's no way they should be number 5. I'm with you, Kanisha. I'm definitely with you. That they are rated way too high. And even Oklahoma was way too low.
And I think some of this has to do with, I guess, the ranking. I guess how ESPN had their top 300 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm guessing some of it has to do with the ranking of the athletes that you sign also. Because over here it's got certain points. Now, how they calculate these points, I have no idea. But I think that's got something to do with it too, as far as this classification. I mean, I think there's a lot that goes into it. Mm-hmm. I'm just not sure on all the requirements to come to those calculations, though.
Right. Yeah. Now I see what you're saying. Like Florida State 274.63.
Yeah.
So that puts them right above Notre Dame. Yeah, I don't know how they
Now, how they get to that number, I have no idea.
right. Maybe Corey might know something about these points, but yeah, I can't figure them out. I don't get it. So man, yeah, those are your top 10 rankings thus far for National Signing Day. We'll see what Dion does. I've seen him. He got some. We said he needed some people in the trenches, and he's picked up 2 big offensive linemen in the trenches, man. So I'm really looking forward to see what he does and how he comes out when it's all said and done.
Yeah, he's got, like I said, he's got 6 commits, 1 5-star, 3 4-stars, and 2 3-stars.
Oh, okay.
It's 6 commits.
Yeah. Corey said it'll be a while before FSU gets his respect back. They'll have to keep kicking butt, but for a few more years. That's a shame. That's a shame, man.
But I think they're going to have to keep kicking butt. But I think to help them, though, is the talent in the ACC is going to have to get better. Because they can go out and play some pre-conference games that's tough. But most of their games will be played against conference opponents.
Right.
And if their conference opponents don't get stronger, I think it's going to continually hurt them.
Yeah. Good point, man. That's a good point. I know Duke was good at one point.
They just lost their coach, though.
They lost their coach. Yeah. He at Texas A&M, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So, we'll jump back in there sometime soon. But I know one thing they're not jumping into. That's that Georgia game. We have a lot of people, kids.
Yeah, I've seen dropping out.
Not playing.
Yeah.
And speaking of another player dropping out, Heisman Trophy winner.
He's not playing in the bowl game?
He's not playing in the bowl game either. He's declared himself for the NFL as well. These kids are not wasting their opportunity to make it into the NFL without any injuries on these bowl games that don't mean anything. How do you feel about that, OG? I was actually talking to my big bro, man, about this same thing the other day, and he thinks the kids should play.
I mean, I guess
how do you?
It's pros and cons to it. You know, you've been with the team all along. You know, this. Okay, let's take the Heisman Trophy winner, for instance. Okay. Yes, you won the Heisman Trophy. Yes, you're a great athlete. But without your team and some of the plays that your team made for you, chances are you wouldn't have got that Heisman Trophy. But now, since you got the trophy and you declared for the NFL, now you're going to leave. You're going to say the heck with your team. And now it's all about me. That's one side of it.
That's one side of it, okay.
The other side, like you said, you know, I could go out to this bowl game that really don't have any meaning. I could get a permanent injury and never make it to the NFL. So, like I say, it's pros and cons to it. One avenue could see you dismantle your team. Now it's all about me. Same guys you done played with for these 11, 12, 13 games during this season and the previous season. They've been your teammates, been right there with you. But now you the Heisman Trophy, you decide you're going to go pro. Now it's me. Instead of we.
That's good.
Us.
Yeah.
So I guess, like I said, it's different ways of looking at it. But you know, I guarantee you, if he was in the playoffs,
he'll play.
He'd play.
So with that being said, what do you gain? What will he gain by playing in a a Radio Shack Bowl?
Actually, he won't gain anything, but still remaining there with his team. Being because I'm sure he's probably a captain. So being that captain that's there with your team, and not just on the sidelines cheering them on, but out there with them. I mean, you've gone through, like I said, you've gone through this grind this whole season, and now it's time for you to go to the next level, and now you decide you're not going to play. Like I say, you know, it's two sides to this. It's not a one-way street. So this street goes both ways. So like I say, it's the team aspect that you're building these with your guys. These are your brothers you fought with all season long. But now I understand this time if you go to the NFL and you could risk a career-ending injury by being in this non-relevant bowl. So now I understand both ways. It's a tough decision that they actually had to go out there and make.
Right. What's good, Al? Man, welcome on, big homie. What would you tell your son, your athlete? What would your if he had an opportunity to go to the next level? What would you tell him? Give me a father's talk, and then give me a coaching.
I guess the father's talk would be, they rate these players and they determine, they have an idea of where they're going to be drafted, right? It could go, like I said, it could go a different way too. You could be, okay, yes, I'm gonna be. You predicted to be a high draft pick. You predicted to maybe be the first quarterback going into the draft. Then I'm gonna say, you have to make this decision. What you feel is better for you. It shouldn't be. I know a lot of people say you're doing it for the family, but you can't live for the whole family. You have to live what's best for you in that moment. Okay. I understand you want to try to do what you can to take care of your family, and let's say you have a single mom or whatever the case may be. Then you want to do that. You want to do whatever you can for your single parent that has taken care of you all these years. Not saying that's his case, but I know some of them had those type of situations.
Right.
So I guess for me, I would say, you have to do what you feel is best for you. It's not about what I want. I'm not the one that's going to be out there strapping along and playing and not playing and getting hit or whatever the case may be, and risking the injury. So ultimately, I would say if you're a high draft pick, then I would say, yeah, you have to, you need to go there and consider yourself and maybe sit at this bowl game. But on the flip side of it, to still be a part of the team, because some of them go there with the team, some of them don't. I would say still travel with the team, still be out there and be a part of the activities and everything, even still be on the sideline to get that person that's taking your spot. Give them some influence, give them some guidance, give them some help, whatever the case may be, to still be a part of the team. Just don't disconnect yourself completely with the team.
Right.
So if I decide that, I'm not going to play, still be a part of the activity, still go down and participate in all everything they do for the team, for the bowls, for all the activities they do and everything like that. Still be a part of the team. You just not go dress on that given day.
Yeah. And I've seen a lot of them do that. They come, they do all that, and then be on the sideline, cheering their teammates on. Right. So I'm with you on that. Al says, man, if he was good enough and that's his dream, I would support him no matter the decision. Yeah. I think that's what we all feel about,
Yeah.
As a coach, I honestly, my job is.
I'm laughing at Kanisha's comment, man. I can't help it.
Yeah. As a coach, I think my job is to win, of course, but also is to get these kids. And I think I'm pretty sure as a coach, I would tell these parents, like, I'm gonna get your kids to where they want to go. They want to go to the next level. Bring them to me. I'm gonna make sure that they get to that level. So if he's in a position where he can go and get drafted at a high, don't play this game. This game doesn't mean anything to you. I mean, it's going to hurt you more than it's going to benefit you, and I would definitely tell him that, man. And that's true too, Corey, man. Corey says you would be giving another kid a chance to show their talent as well on a big stage, what's considered a big stage. So yeah. And what my boy OG was laughing at, man, was Kanisha. She says, bet not anyone playing a Radio Shack anything. That check probably would not clear. That's the first thing I could have thought. That's the first thing I thought of, Kanisha. That's the first one I thought of. All right, and Pop says, man, if you are poor and you know that you can help financially, then you do what's best for them. Yeah, I think a lot of these kids, that's what they do, man. And then, I mean, honestly, man, I think a lot of these kids, they don't understand as well that these schools don't care about them like that. That a lot of them like they understand the business of the game, and and they are making business decisions, and so I can appreciate that. I can appreciate the kids understanding, like, there's no loyalty honestly in this thing right now, man. This is about what you can do for me and what I can do for you, we've done all that. So,
but one thing though, I think you go see a lot. It happening a lot less next year when they go to a 12-team playoff.
Will they play then?
Yeah, because then you have something that you're playing for. You're playing for a national championship. So with these some of these athletes that's going to these bowl games that, like you said, don't really have a meaning. So next season you're gonna have a 12-team playoff. So you're gonna have, instead of 4 teams vying to get the chip, you're gonna have 12 teams that's in that loop with the opportunity to try to get there at the end. Because anybody can be beat on. It's one and done.
Yeah. So with that being said, OG, and I think that's a great point. With that being said, what's going to happen to all these other bowl games when that happens?
What they're gonna do is, they just like they're doing now. I can't remember which bowl games they're playing this year, but those bowl games, they still gonna have the bowl games. It's just, except for these playoff games, will be played at that bowl site.
Okay.
Just like they're doing, they rotated this year. So the playoff games that are being played this year, they're bowl games.
Okay.
But it's still a playoff game at that bowl site. So they're still gonna do that.
Okay. So
at least that's the way I think they do it.
The top 6 bowl games,
right?
Whatever the top 6 bowl games,
right?
So, but them other bowl games are really gonna fall under the wayside, though,
right? Because
nobody really gonna want to play for them.
And I think they rotate which bowl game, like you said, those big 6. They actually rotate which one actually hosts the national championship game too.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's not the same one every year. I think they go to different locations every year that they actually hosted the championship game. Okay.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. All right, man. Let's move on. Let's move on. That was a great conversation. Man. I know I learned some stuff in that thing, man. So that's good.
So we can't me and you, we usually have some heated conversations on here. But see, we can't do that tonight because we don't have a mediator.
Mediator.
So I'm gonna have to make sure I'm on my best behavior because we don't have the mediator here to try to keep us us in line. Yeah, to keep us in line.
It's funny you said that, man. I was thinking the same thing, and I was like, "Well, we ain't gonna be able to get nothing serious, though." So I was gonna ask some questions about. I was like, "No, we can't talk about that today." We did not have the mediator on today, man. So we definitely can't get on that. And I was on Twitter, on X today, and these 2 content creators, one's from Dallas, one's from Philly. They have gone to the point where they just don't like each other. And they are constantly at each other's throat, man. And so today it boiled over, and they was like, "Man, where your gloves at? You want to put the gloves on? Let's meet it in the ring."
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it got to the point that we stay in the same city, man. Come see me. You know where I stay at. Come see me, man. OG and I, y'all, look, we go at it.
Yeah,
but when we get off this thing, man, we on the phone cracking up with each other. Like, we talk a lot of trash, but we do not take this thing serious, y'all.
Yeah, nothing taking the heart. It's all barbershop talk, just like we say.
So with that being said, man, the guy who took it serious and got back on the court in the NBA, Ja Morant. Came back with a vengeance. That's all he is. Hey, this is a day. Don King right there. Well, that's Don King. And of course, after the show is forgotten. That's
Oh,
right.
yeah, definitely.
I don't know if you saw the game yesterday with Ja Morant, but your South Carolina homeboy hit the game winner, of course. And then I got a few. He keeping receipts. Absolutely. you know him, Al. But your boy, this is Ja Morant after he hit the game winner last night, man. Everybody came out on social media. King James, 12, that's all. Kevin Garnett, the Ja effect. Vince Carter, he's back. Tyus Jones, called 12. Who else was out here? Tyrese Maxey, Ja being back is good for hoops. And then Draymond the beater, tough Ja. So, how excited are you about having Ja back in the NBA? And what did you think about last night's game?
And I watched some in last night's game, and at that point in time, the Pelicans was up pretty good. So I said,
like 24.
Yeah,
like 24,
I'm gonna go watch the bowl game.
Uh-huh.
so I'm watching the bowl game, and my brother called me. He say, "Are you still watching the game?" I said, "No, I'm watching the bowl game." He said, "You should have kept watching it." Because he kept telling me, we was talking, he kept telling me every time John have a run, the Peppers come back and offset it. Yeah. And he said he talked to someone, came back, and they had won. I didn't see the last shot or nothing. But yeah, I think it's great for him to be back. I just hope and pray that he's back, and he's back basketball wise, and he's back mentally. He's ready to be here, because I'm just afraid that, and I'm not trying to bring up anything negative, but I'm just afraid that if he has another incident, he could be in that definite situation like Draymond.
Yeah,
because he's already had 2 strikes, and both of these strikes came pretty close to each other. So I just hope that he's got things together. I mean, he's got the right people in his corner, looking out for him, and because like I think someone said, and when either on here or one of the notes you had up there, that he's back, and it's good for the game. I mean, it's good for the game. It's good for his team. I'm sure they're glad to have him back, and just good for the competition. And like he's a South Carolina guy, and like Anisha said, I root for him. I want all the best for him. I want him to be successful. But it was great to see him back and see him back out down the court doing his thing. Like he ain't skipped the beat.
Ain't skipped the beat. He started off slow, like he was just trying to figure out, his teammates. He wasn't trying to force himself back into the flow of the game. And then it looked like the teammates looked at him like, "Hey, man, we need you, dog." Because Desmond Bain was he was off. He wasn't shooting well. But I'm gonna tell you somebody who's very glad that he's back. That's Jared Jackson. Jared Jackson, the game is a lot easier for Jared Jackson when Ja Morant is there, man. The way he plays downhill, the way he attacks the rim, and gets everybody involved. I believe he had. I know he had 34 points, but I believe he had 8 assists as well, along with 8 rebounds. So I'm with you all, man, and everybody else that said it, man. He's good for the game of basketball. The excitement that he brings, the intrigue that he brings, is good for basketball. Corey says, man, you can't change the tiger stripes, and I guess he's saying he is who he is. And everybody knows what the problems that he's had. And I believe that's what Corey is saying. I believe Corey is being that instigator right now. I think Corey's trying to get something started. But Corey's not here for us to really talking to this right now. But he's been what he used to call devil's advocate. But that my wife says, devil don't need no advocate. He said, I think he'll be fine. Draymond's problem is that they let him get away with it for too long. Ja got the lesson learned early. Yeah. Pop says, I think he may be back basketball wise, but I don't know about his attitude, which is going to be the real test. Of course, I heard that from the OG.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he tried to use my little statement on me, huh? Oh wow, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, there, Corey.
yeah. So, but I think John's gonna be all right, man. I did, and I hate to say this. I saw his dad there, doing the same stuff, and I want his dad to be there.
Yeah.
But I guess I don't want the media and the cameras to pan to him every time.
Right.
It's almost like Taylor Swift. Like every time Ja do something, they pan to T. You know, let T enjoy his kid, you know, but it adds more to it, and it seems like it just goes right back to, well, for me, it has me thinking about all the other stuff that was going on before, man.
I didn't know it was him, my brother. I mean, Jane pointed out to me and said, "Yeah, there's your dad again." I said, "Where?" I think he had on like a lime green hoodie or something like that.
Yeah. Jogging suit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, this boy is on one. This boy, his dad always looked like a. I ain't gonna say like a thug, because I know his dad does well in the community. I mean, he does like little camps and stuff. He trains kids in basketball. I don't want to say look like a thug. He just he look like he's having fun. He said, "Okay, gangster."
Oh Lord, what's the difference? That's even worse. Back in the same category there, Corey.
Let me ask you this, OG. And I know we're not talking about playoffs or anything right now within the NBA, but do you think by the time the All-Star break comes that Ja Morant can turn this team around to put them in, in that position where they can be fighting for to get in that top 8, top 10?
Yeah, I think he can. Like I said, just by having him back on the court, increases everyone. I mean, increases the way everybody else plays. Like you said, you mentioned, I guess, the big guy in the middle. I can't remember what you said his name was, but just by having him, it open things up for him. With Ja there, with Ja there with the potential to shoot the three or potential to penetrate and dish. So that just opens up things and increases that, I guess, everyone else's game around him. So yeah, I think they will have the opportunity to turn things around now that he's back. It's still kind of early in the season, so they do have that opportunity. But they will have to continue to play together. Like you said, he didn't come out trying to just take over things last night. He worked himself into the game, back with the team. So I think he can.
Yeah, they're right now they're 7-19, currently 13th. So they're not far. I mean, there's only 15 positions in there, so they're 2 games from the bottom. But with that being said, I think this is a totally different team with Ja Morant there.
Right.
I'm still a little worried because they did lose some key pieces off the bench. And with Dylan Brooks being gone, I think I think that still is going to play a major part. I think Ja Morant is tough enough to get them there, but I don't think he will, though.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I think they're still going to be bottom of the pack, unfortunately, because they just don't have the pieces. I think they just don't have the pieces to compete with the West.
Okay.
So, I want to give a big shout out to Joel Embiid. I was not tough on him, but I've always criticized him.
Go ahead and say tough.
Yeah, I guess tough. I always felt like he wasn't making his teammates better. Yeah, he can get his points. Yeah, he can do all that. But I this year I've seen a different Joel Embiid. I've seen him out there not only being dominant, but making his teammates better. And his team is playing at a very high clip right now with Philly, man. So I do want to say that out loud, say that on our podcast, because like OG said, I have been very critical of some of the things that Embiid has done, man. But I do have to give that man his props. And also, I got to give Minnesota their props. I know when they made that trade for Rudy Gobert, which they gave up a lot. Definitely. And I was like, there is no way these two big 7-foot players are going to work, because they just do the same things. I didn't think it would work. They are the number one team in the West right now.
Yeah, look at that. 20-5.
20-5. And playing teams that all the top teams, they're beating the top team. They're just not beating up on the bad teams. They're beating the good teams. The Dallas Mavericks, Los Angeles Lakers, the Denver Nuggets, the Philadelphia 76ers, the Boston Celtics. They are playing very well. And it's not just one person. I know they got Ant-Man over there, but it's not just him, man. It's everybody. They have a well-oiled machine over there, man. And so I had to get them their props as well.
And I know we had a conversation. I don't know how well they did. I didn't keep up with it. But you remember I said something about Denver when their point guard got hurt. I didn't keep up with how well they did while he was out. Which means Murray got hurt. But they're in third place right now.
Right. I'll as we talk about Embiid, Embiid just dunked on everybody, and then he starts dancing in the crowd.
I saw AD missed a game or two. So how many games? Do you know how many games he already missed this season?
Actually, AD's doing pretty well, man. He may have only missed like 3 games so far.
I saw him out with his hip or something.
Yeah. And he played the game before. It seems like they just alternated, because LeBron sat out that game on Tuesday or Wednesday, and then on Friday, AD sat out and LeBron came back. So it seemed like they were alternating. He had a sore hip, but he played with that same sore hip 2 days before or 3 days before against San Antonio, and we actually won that game with him and lost the game when LeBron came back.
And just keep in mind too that my other guy you always like to talk about, he's still playing too. Like he averaging 22 points a game right now.
Which guy is that?
That's the other guy from South Carolina.
Oh, Mr. Zion Williamson.
Yeah,
Mr. Zion. Yeah, he's still playing, man. And he didn't have a good game yesterday. Yesterday was rough. Yesterday was a little rough.
I don't know, but he threw one. I saw him throw one down yesterday. Though.
He did throw one down, and they threw that oop to him. Yeah, he only ended with 13. He only ended with 13 yesterday. He was in foul trouble a lot yesterday, though.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's in foul trouble. But he's playing well, though. He is playing well. I will give you that, man. And he is playing. That's the most important. That's the most important. And that Pelicans team is a different team when they're healthy. They're a formidable opponent as well. So I like to see them play as well, man. So that was it, man. That was it for that, dog. Let's excuse me. Let's go ahead and transfer over to the NFL, and let's go over our game picks, man. It's the last week. OG, you had a stellar week, man. You had a stellar week last week. You went 11-5 last week.
He told me Sunday when we was going in that heated argument that I wasn't doing good.
I said that?
Yeah.
I don't think I said that.
Well, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you went 11-5. Corey and myself went 9-7. And Alvin went 8-8 yesterday.
We know what that means, don't we?
We know what that means. The OG is in the lead right now. By three. And Alvin is 118-89. Corey is 119-88. And your boy G is 109-98. So I am 10 off the lead. 12 off the lead. Damn, 12. How many games we got left?
Well, that many weeks left.
Woo, man, 3 weeks left? 4 weeks? Man, I gotta make a Carl Lewis type comeback right here, but man.
But even though I know we're talking about NFL real quick, but even though I know Corey's not here, I had to give him his little ups for making it to the championship on our fantasy league by beating me by two points. 2 points.
2 points. And I heard you had somebody on the bench that had 17.
I had somebody on the bench that had 17, but they took my man out. The running back for Seattle and wouldn't let him play on the last drive.
Walker?
Yeah, took him out the game. Put the backup running back in there.
He was running well too.
I know. I needed 2 points and they take him out the game.
Oh man, put Chardonnay in.
Yeah.
Oh man. Hey, good win by Seattle too, man. Good win. Yeah. Hey, Seattle caused a lot of problems out there in Philly. Them Philly fans is losing it. They are losing it, man. They ready to fire the coaches. They ready to fire Jalen Hurts. They said Jalen Hurts has regressed and he can't read defenses. And he's just not the quarterback that they are going off. Matt Patricia, they mad at Matt.
Jalen Hurts on the bench when they lost the game.
They said he threw the interception to lose the game.
So
at the end,
it's kind of like, I guess, so them fans kind of like the Atlanta fans did heck with the defense.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they are losing it, dog. And then it came out. The coach said on that play where he threw the interception, they was hoping for a pass interference call. Yes. They threw it up there to try to get a pass interference.
But that was an interception. But that dude that intercepted the ball made a heck of a doggone catch.
He made a heck of a catch. He did.
That was a defensive back making a wide receiver catch.
Yeah, he made a heck of a catch. But I don't know how I feel about my coach saying I was throwing it up there just hoping for a pass interference call. So now they mad at the coach too. So I can't say that I'm not loving it. I can't say that I'm not loving it.
I know they put y'all back in first place now.
It does, but it don't. I mean, they have to lose one still, because if they win out, they will end up with number 2 seed, because we'll have the same record. We'll have the same amount of losses inside the conference, but I think they will have a better strength of schedule while winning strength of schedule. So they'll have the upper hand on that. I think the only way we'll have upper hand is if the Chargers beat the Buffalo Bills, which that ain't happening. That ain't happening.
That's gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna happen
at all. Hey, what's up, Steve-O? Welcome on, big dog. Hey, Al said, man, you can't depend on the ref. Hey, absolutely, guy. Absolutely. I thought it was a joke when they said that he said that, man. But no, he did say it, dog. He did say it. So that's but they've been getting a lot of calls all year. So I'm gonna leave that right there.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Kenesha Davis said, we will not slander Jalen on this podcast. No, Jalen Rose is a good, Jalen Rose is a good cat, man. We won't talk bad about Jalen Rose. But Jalen Hurts, he's about to get it. Look.
But I think they may have the easiest schedule though.
They do.
In Dallas.
They do. Their schedule is super easy. They got the Giants, Arizona, and then the Giants. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the only thing I can say, they're not playing well. They're not playing well, and they.
Well, you know, too, Jalen Hurts. They say he had the flu.
Yeah, that's what they said.
They say he traveled out there by himself because he didn't want to contaminate the team.
Yeah, but he sure went in the locker room with him. So I don't know how true that is. They were trying to hype it up like the MJ game.
Yeah.
So look, the fans, they saw him walk in. They're like, look at him. He walking into the stadium. He got his MJ, his Jordan gear on. Oh yeah, this is gonna be just like the flu game. I'm like, man, y'all come on, dog. Y'all reaching over there. If you watch the game, you know the calls usually even out at the end. Yeah, that is true. The number of calls, but I always say, it's when you call them is what affects the game. When you call them. And Al says, man, Herm Edwards said, you play to win the game. You play to win the game. I absolutely agree with you on that one, Al. You play to win the game.
And you know something? I guess one other call, and when they called the legal procedure on Kelsey, say he moved the ball.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's when you call it. You know what I mean? It's when you make those calls.
Yeah.
Because that was about to be the tush push.
Yep.
That they messed that thing right on up.
Yep.
Yeah. So that would have kept their drive going. All right, man. Let's go ahead and go into these picks, big dog. All right, we got Thursday night game, New Orleans at the Rams. One team. Well, actually, both of these teams still fighting for playoffs.
New Orleans at the Rams. Rams just beat us, but they shouldn't have. I think they're playing. I'm going with the Rams at home. These are crucial picks I have to make here now. I got to make sure I keep my lead.
All right, who'd you get? Who'd you go with?
I'm going to Rams.
Rams. All right. I'm going with the Rams too, man. I think the Rams are making a run, making a push for this postseason. So I'm with you on that. Steve-O said he going with New Orleans. I hear hair. I hear. Oh, I hear hate. There ain't no hate over here. All right. Cincinnati at Pittsburgh. Al said he'll take the Rams. Okay, Al, I'll put you down here too, Al.
Pittsburgh on the hot seat.
Look, Pittsburgh coach on the hot seat.
And I think
that something?
Yeah. I think he's going to do what he has to do to make sure they win this game to get himself off that hot seat. I'm going Pittsburgh at home.
All right, Pittsburgh at home. I'm going Cincinnati. I think that they took one to the chin. No, actually they won. Didn't they last week?
Go Cincinnati?
Yeah, they won. They pulled it out the end. Okay. All right. Al got Pittsburgh too. Pee Wee got Cincy. All right. Let's go. Excuse me. Buffalo at the Chargers. I got Buffalo, man. The way they beat up on my Cowboys.
Yeah, Buffalo playing pretty good right now.
Boy.
They found a running game too.
Yeah, boy, that running game. What? Man. Look, I was like, how we gonna stop this pass? Man, them bad boys said, don't worry about the pass. Don't worry about that. Stop this run, homeboy. Yeah, they put it on us. All right. There go Corey. Corey got a Rams. He's putting his pick in. Okay, got the Rams. Kanisha on here too. Dang, all right. Kanisha. Y'all making me work over here. All right. Y'all got to answer the rest of them too. Cincinnati, Pittsburgh. and Buffalo the Chargers. All right. Dallas at Miami. OG. Let's start this early.
Ooh-wee. Dallas at Miami.
Miami.
I think I was the only one last week to pick Buffalo.
You was. You was.
And I think Tyreek Hill is going to be back this week. And Miami also has a running game.
Yes, they do. They do.
So I think I'm going with Miami in Florida.
Miami in Florida. Okay.
Because they're going to be a big crowd. and that you're not going to be able to hear that. Here we go.
Well, we going to take over the stadium. So,
Just like I took okay.
Yeah, we about to take over that stadium.
No, he still won't be able to use that. Here we go. Just like he can use that. Here we go in Buffalo.
Yeah. I'm going Dallas. Dallas hasn't lost a back-to-back games since 2021. So we're not losing again.
All records are meant to be broken.
Yeah, they are. All right, then we got everybody picking Miami, Buffalo, Miami. And Steve-O said he is hating. I know. I already know. I already know Steve-O.
I'm waiting to see who Corey go pick in the Miami Dallas game.
Corey going Miami.
Think so?
Yeah. We do, Al. We do, man. We do feel a certain way, big dog. You absolutely right, man. All right. Cleveland at Houston. Give me y'all picks, man.
I'm going Cleveland. I think quarterback is out again for I think he's still out. CJ Stroud. I think he's still out. Concussion protocol.
What? He ain't gonna be back?
That's what I seen you not. I'm going Cleveland.
Okay.
I think Flacco got them on the go.
They got him rolling, dog. They got him rolling.
Corey took Miami.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I told you gonna take Miami. Al was still undecided up there, but he want to go with Dallas bad. But Houston. Steve-O got Houston. All right, I got that.
He did go with Dallas.
He's going with Dallas. Al did.
Yeah. He said Dallas might feel a certain way after that loss, so I'll go Dallas.
Okay, my guy. All right, I got you, Al. I got you. That's what I'm talking about, my dog. That's what I'm talking about. All right.
Steve-O changed from Houston to Cleveland.
Don't let him persuade you, baby. Don't let him stick with your guns. I'm going Houston, man. I like what they're doing at home. I like what Houston doing at home, man. I'm going Houston. That's a tough place to play. And then Kanisha picked Miami. So I'm going Cleveland. I'm going Houston. All right, Al got Cleveland as well. All right, Seattle at Tennessee.
I'm going to Seattle. They pulled one out, and then I think Geno's coming back. And Tennessee
Tennessee's out the playoffs. So
yeah, I'm going Seattle.
I'm going Seattle too, man. I think Seattle is going to try to make a bid to get into this playoff. All right, Seattle. Steve-O got Seattle as well. Pee-wee got Seattle. Al got Seattle. Everybody going Seattle. Wait a minute now. Hold up. I don't know if I like this.
So you going Tennessee?
Nah, I'm gonna stay with Seattle. Waiting on Kanisha and Corey. All right. Washington at the New York Jets. This can't play spoiler.
It's gonna be. I'm gonna say this gonna be. I hate to say this about my team, but it's gonna be the screw up bowl.
What up, cuz Mike Wolf?
But I think we can put it out against the Jets. I think we get enough pressure on whoever gonna be the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to Washington.
I'm with you. I'm going Washington as well. I think, like you said, I think y'all have put enough pressure on them to force them to turn the ball over, to struggle vastly over there, man. And I don't think, the quarterback over there don't want to play no more either. He came over with a mysterious injury after he went to the locker room. But Al has went with the Jets. Oh. Wow. Okay. Seattle for Corey. Seattle for Kanisha. All right. Phantom injury. Yeah, man. That man, look, you know what's bad when your mama got to come out and say, yeah, he was hurt. He was hurt. He got hit earlier. He just didn't tell nobody. But let me say this: he did take a hit. I was surprised that he still tried to play. He took a vicious hit. But still, when your mama got to come out, that means there's some hiding going on over there, buddy. All right, Indianapolis coming to Atlanta. I might go to that game. Well, no, that's a 1 o'clock game. I ain't going to that game.
Is it gonna be 1 o'clock or 4 o'clock? What time y'all don't play the 4 o'clock, right?
We play at 4, yeah. So I might go to halftime. I might go down there to halftime.
There you go, doing Corey wrong.
Yeah.
The Colts at Atlanta. The Colts are still in the run. Atlanta needs some help now.
Yeah, I'm going Indy.
I'm sorry, Corey. I gotta go Indy, Corey.
I just can't go with a team that lost to Carolina, man.
You done talked me out of pulling for your team, man.
the fans gonna be booing them and everything. I can't go with them.
Yeah, this dude gonna be under all kind of pressure at home.
As people said, the Falcons are toast like it's Steelers. Oh, he was at Indy. Okay. Pete, we got Indy as well. It might just be Kanisha and Corey over there going for Atlanta. Go ahead, put them down for Atlanta. All right, Green Bay at Carolina.
I'm going Green Bay.
They're not going. You take that streak on the road, no? All right, yeah.
They playing at Carolina, right?
They're playing at Carolina, yeah.
I still don't think. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, dog. I don't trust Carolina. I think they pulled a rabbit out they had to get that win against Carolina or against Atlanta.
Yep.
But all right, Al got Indy.
Corey taking Indy?
What? I put him down for doggone. What?
Corey is taking Indy.
Oh my gosh. My bad. Let me fix this. I'm shocked and appalled.
Kanisha took Indy too.
Oh Lord. The Davis household has turned completely on their team. Wow. Okay. They have awakened. Awoken. Oh man, or they dead. I don't know which one it is, dog. But look, the Falcons are dead to them, obviously. Man. All right, Green Bay, Carolina. Corey and Kanisha. Wow. All right, OG, Detroit at Minnesota.
I think Detroit has found their groove back.
Okay. Stella.
They played. Oh God. So I'm going Detroit.
Who did Detroit play last week?
Who they beat up on
Denver.
last week? They
Denver.
beat them pretty. Yeah, they beat them pretty bad.
Denver. They beat up on them.
That's something else we got to talk about next week too.
Oh, they're about coach yelling at him.
Yeah.
All right, Green Bay. All right, Al got Detroit. Minnesota. They ain't got no quarterback. I can't use them, man. I'm going Detroit as well. I'm going Detroit. Detroit they gonna come on a nice little winning streak when they come to Dallas next week. All right, people, we got Detroit as well. All right, Steve-O got Detroit. Green Bay. All right. And Kanisha has Green Bay. All right. Let's go here. Jacksonville at Tampa Bay. Jacksonville at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's not playing bad ball, man. I believed in Jacksonville last week, and they let me down bad.
Jacksonville needs this win to stay ahead in the conference. I'm going Jacksonville.
They do. They need this win bad.
Yeah, I'm going Jacksonville.
You going Jacksonville? I'm going Tampa Bay at home.
Jacksonville not too far away from Tampa.
That's a good point. Steve-O, I don't think that's the upset. Upset alert, Jacksonville. That's not an upset, Steve-O. You know, I'm not letting you get away with that one.
And Kanisha let you know she didn't turn on her team.
Oh. Atlanta last loss was the final straw for the Davis household. That's right. Yeah, hey, you're right, Bob. That was it. That was the final straw. The final straw. Is it an upset though? I don't think it is, dog. I don't think it is. I wouldn't say that's an upset, big dog. Okay, after further thought, you're right. All right. Let's see. Al, did I get you on here, Al? Okay, no, Al's behind. All right, let's go, OG. Arizona at Chicago. At Chicago. Both of them are up and down teams. They play well in one half, and then the next half, you don't know what they're doing.
I am going Chicago at home.
At home. All right.
In the weather, Arizona outside that dome, playing in the cold.
I'm going Chicago at home as well, man. Wait a minute. Let me. I might change that. Hold on.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Here goes the used car for y'all. He could talk yourself out of making a change. And this is why he's 12 games behind.
We got Arizona too. I think I'm leaning towards Arizona. It's cold. It's cold in Chicago, though. Yeah, I'm going Chicago. It's too cold. It's too cold, man. They're going to deal with that cold weather. But what do you need in the cold weather? You need a running game. And Arizona has a running game. But Kyler Murray going to be thinking about trying to get back to the hotel to play. Damn.
Let that go, man.
Okay. All right. I ain't gonna say that again. I want them to win because I want them to get on a little streak. But
Al got his pick in there for the
Jacksonville game.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you, Al. You
got Corey and Kanisha too?
I got Corey and Kanisha, but I need them for Arizona, Chicago. All right. New England at Denver.
I think New England still gonna lose. I'm going Denver.
Denver.
Even though they could have some animosity on that sideline, buddy.
Yeah. You know, he acted like the professional he was. Russell Wilson did, man. He took that criticism. And honestly, if he messed up, you know, hey.
But I know we can't stay on this long. But I was listening. I can't remember what I was listening to when they was talking about how they have
at Denver,
how they have the cameras on the coaches and the quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
So Sean Payton knew it was gonna be
cameras
on TV. Cameras on TV when he went at that dude. When he made Russell Wilson. But you had never seen him the whole time he was in New Orleans. Drew Brees was no perfect quarterback. You ain't never see him go at Drew Brees like that. I'm just saying.
So you think this was calculated?
I think it was calculated. Because he could have easily waited until they all went to the bench and had that conversation, that interaction on the bench, where chances are wouldn't have been no cameras right there watching you on the sideline. But instead, you want to go off on this dude right here on the sideline where you know cameras going to be right there watching you. So I'm just saying.
That's interesting. We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this.
All right.
We're going to talk about this. All right. Las Vegas at Kansas City.
Oh, Kansas City. So I know Monday's Christmas Day. So it's 3 games on Christmas Day.
Starting at 12 o'clock. They trying to rival the NBA.
Yeah, I see that. 3 games.
Yeah.
And that last game.
That last game is what the game everybody waiting on right there.
Yep.
I know I'm waiting on the next 2. The 4 o'clock and 8 o'clock. Las Vegas at Kansas City. I'm going Las Vegas. I'm going Las Vegas.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going. I think Kansas City in trouble. I think Kansas City's in trouble.
Not at home. Not with the Swifties.
I'm with you, Steve. But this is an upset alert. This is an upset alert. He got Las Vegas as well. I like what Pierce is doing over there. I do like what he's doing over there. So I got an upset right here. I got an upset.
Okay.
I think we got some problems. I think you know that meme where you got the guy sitting in all that fire, the little dog. He's like, we're fine, and all that fire behind him. That's Kansas City. That's Kansas City right now, man. Al got Kansas City. All right. Swifties are starting to affect the Chiefs. Swifties getting too involved, man. I'm with you, dog. I'm with you. All right. The New York Giants, the 12 o'clock game on Monday. I mean, the 4 o'clock game on, I'm sorry. That Las Vegas game is the 12 o'clock game on Monday. So New York Giants at the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, Philly.
I'm going Philly. Philly's in turmoil over there, man.
So you going to the Giants?
No.
You just said it was in turmoil, man.
They are in turmoil, man. One of the other lineman is out. The Giants just aren't that good. But they are falling apart over there, dog. They are falling apart at the seams. I'm going Giants.
I appreciate that. I'm
going Giants.
That's going with a hate choice instead of a realistic choice.
They're not playing really good ball right now.
But it's the Giants, G.
And Philly, Giants and Philly, Steve-O. It is
I'm,
the Giants.
I'm
The
not,
Giants.
I take my stand. I'm not gonna try to talk you out of it. Just go ahead on with your pick.
The Giants have been playing good ball until they lost to New Orleans, but they have been playing really good ball.
So when did they lose to New Orleans?
Just this past week, they just lost.
Okay. So they're playing good until they lost to New Orleans, and so that means they're not playing good now because they lost to New Orleans.
I think they were on a 2-game winning streak or 3-game winning streak when it happened. I think Saquon Barkley. I think Tyrod Taylor. I think he's going to be starting. I'm going with them, man. I think this is
So Tyrod Taylor is that a DeVito?
I think it might be Tyrod Taylor. I think.
Okay.
All
right.
Steve was saying, "Feeling not falling for your banana in the tailpipe." Okay. Y'all don't have to fall for it. I'm letting y'all know, man. That's an upset pick, man. That's an upset pick. All right. Game of the week. 11-3 versus 11-3. Baltimore travels to San Fran. The Baltimore team has came out and said they are tired of being disrespected. I am tired. They are the underdog. I'm tired of y'all disrespecting us.
Okay. So Debo and Trent will come right there with their same boombox like they've been doing. And 49ers, to me, 49ers right now is the best team in the NFL.
They are.
And the Ravens are not going to beat them in San Francisco. At Levi Stadium.
All right. I like it. So you got San Fran.
I got San Fran.
Hey, I got Baltimore.
Because San Fran's still playing for that number 1 seed in the East.
They pretty much got locked up. Got locked up. Yeah. Even if they were to be tied with ourselves, and
because they beat y'all head to head.
Yeah, they beat us head to head, and they beat the Eagles as well. So
let's see who they got left. They got
Arizona and the Rams after Baltimore.
No, they got Arizona,
right?
No, they got the Rams. No, they got the Rams. They got the Commanders, and they got Commanders and the Rams.
Oh, Commanders and the Rams.
Yeah.
Okay. So the only the Rams might give them some problems, but
that's in San Francisco.
Yeah. So they got 2 of them at home.
Yeah. So you trying to say we never give them no problem? What you trying to say? All right.
We're no mediator, man. I'm not trying.
I'm just saying. I'm not going to start any given Sunday. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, yeah, I got Baltimore, man. Baltimore is they got something to prove. Two of the 2 best teams in the league going at it. So,
could there be a preview of the? I ain't gonna say it because that'll start something too. I'll leave that alone.
The Super Bowl again.
Yeah.
Baltimore and San Fran.
Mm-hmm.
It could be. I look, honestly, I think it's going to be one of these two games this weekend for the Super Bowl. Baltimore, San Fran, or Dallas, Miami. Hey, man, great show, everybody. Episode 62 in the books, baby.
Well, it's amazing how he just slipped that in there, right? Because I knew it was coming. It was just a matter of time when he said it's going to be one of these 2 games. I knew it had to be that. But I'm going to keep it. So if we have a media, I'm going to keep it calm and cool tonight.
Corey, where you at, baby? San Fran, Baltimore. Where you got, big dog? I ain't get you. All right. I got you, San Fran. I got you, Al. All right. Good.
So like you Ravens by yourself look like.
What did Corey say?
He ain't said anything yet, but so far you Ravens by yourself.
Yeah, I'm a Raven by myself, man. Hey, I went against Kamarie's team earlier. I'm not doing it again. Oh, yeah. Hey, appreciate you, Steve-O, man. You have a great, great Christmas as well. Hey, OG, we're not coming on Saturday, Sunday, are we? No. Yeah. Hey, man, everybody out there, we will not be on Sunday, man. Y'all have a great, great Christmas. There he go. I am by myself. Oh, long wolfing it, baby.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Everybody out there, man, appreciate you all rocking with us, man. Another great episode. My dog Corey Davis, man, thanks for jumping on here, big homie. Our other co-host, Kanisha Davis, Not Your Average Guy, Steve-O, James Littlejohn, my guy Al Lassiter, man. My dad, Larry Wright, my cousin Michael Wolf, Kamarie White. Make sure y'all check him and his wife out live with Ashton Kamarie. When they get back on, they doing a little hiatus right now, man. They we in the middle of peak season, so his time is limited right now. And my beautiful wife, I know she's listening too. Make sure y'all check them out. That's right. Their show, I think but season 3 is over, but you can go back and watch and listen to all their podcasts on all your podcast platforms and YouTube if you want to see how beautiful these beautiful ladies are, man. Great content, though. Great content on there as well. That's right. Who else was out there that I may have missed? Hey, man, the chat line was rolling today, man. We appreciate y'all. My dad, love you, Pop, man. Larry, I love you dearly, man. And all right, anybody else out there I may have missed, man? Charge it to my eyes, not my heart. We love you. Remember to have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. We will see y'all on next Wednesday at 8:00. Remember to keep your head on swivel and keep God first. We are out. Peace. As my dog Corey would say, I holla. And I did not do any of this right here. Oh, and Rod and Lil John. Oh, Al said he at work now.